Hello, this review is on Scream 3. So, the plot of this movie is the third film in the movie within a movie trilogy called Stab, which, if you saw the second movie, you would know Stab was the movie within the movie that was based on the Woodsboro killings that happened during the events of the first movie. And they're current and they're producing the third film. And one day a bunch of murders start happening, and during and behind filming and production of Stab 3, much of the crew and cast is getting killed. So Sydney and the gang all go down to Hollywood to try and solve this mystery and find out who's taking the Ghostface mantle this time, and hopefully return the whole film production back to normal. This is a movie. I'm pretty sure we could all agree this is the weakest Scream movie. But does that mean I dislike it? No, I don't think it's a bad movie. Is it a great movie? No, but it's not. I don't think it's bad, honestly. I find it okay, and I'll get to that. For starters, like once again, just like the first two movies, it's very all the actors do a great job. All their characters are very likable, and you really resonate with them about how they're trying to survive what feels like a horror film to them because they're can't believe something like this is happening, but they still really try to survive this. And like all the other actors, like some other actors in like when you get to the Hollywood stuff, there's a lot of cast members there, and it's pretty neat to see. And but there is like some things are really hit miss. Like for stars, this movie really kind of took the whole horror parody a little bit far, in my opinion. Because what I mean is, the first two Scream movies were kind of parody movies, but what I liked about them was that they were more subtle parody movies. Like, they didn't really feel like parody movies, they just felt like slasher movie parodies that just happened to be slasher movies. Like, the little cliches they poke fun at were like really subtle. Like for unless you watch a lot of these movies, you would get that it's like a humorous take. But like, I guess if you're not experienced with the genre much, you would just view it as another slasher movie. This one, they focus on the comedy a little too much. Like they really do point out lots of the cliches a lot, and they even kind of point out like, "Oh, are you gonna jump out at me?" And like lots of instances where like there's always that moment where they always poke fun at that cliche where somebody walks over and suspenseful music plays and they turn around and then nothing's there. Like they do that a lot in this movie, and I guess it's supposed to make fun of that, but it's not really making fun of it. They're really just doing the cliche. It's really annoying. And while there are couple good kills, I say a couple because there's barely any deaths in this movie. And to be fair, I know the reason why. It's because the first two movies were pretty controversial because those idiots that always blame society on entertainment because lots of actual murders have happened around after the first two movies were out, and they blamed the movies on them, so they significantly reduced the amount of gore or deaths. So I guess they were trying to appease really stupid people that blame the media. I don't know, but it really doesn't work in that idea because there isn't really much tension in this movie. Like Ghostface, he does kind of appear like, although yeah, the one thing everybody complains about this movie is the voice changer, and yeah, the voice changer was pretty stupid. Like if you remember the first two movies, like both the people who took the Ghostface mantle used a voice changer to sound like this. Hello, Sydney. What's your favorite scary movie? Like that, like, okay, like you're kind of mysterious. But here, like, so much people take, like, not much people, like the voice changer, like, it changes constantly so much and adding wacky features and, like, trying to trick people into thinking it's a different voice thing. Like, it's not Ghostface. Like, I don't know, it really got irritating. Like, some things are worth an upgrade, but some things just aren't. And I guess maybe that was meant to be the joke because this was meant to be kind of more comedic than the first two movies. But like I said, just some things don't work, but some things, but there are some things that kind of work. Like as I said, you still get some good kills, and like even though, despite that, I said that it's kind of dumb how this was kind of like a parody film that was kind of more uh, explicitly stating it's a parody. There's not everything in this about that is bad. Like I do like the Hollywood setting that it had. Like I'm always a sucker for movies about filmmaking, and the fact that it was about a film production, given it kind of did in a way feel like a little bit of a twist in terms of what the franchise did, because the first movie was just kind of poking fun at slasher movies, but this one it's about them making a slasher movie. So in some ways it works, but sometimes it really doesn't. I don't know. I know it's kind of a complicated thing for me. I know that really doesn't make sense, but it's I think it's an okay film. Like I don't think it's the disaster people say it is. Like I can it's one of those movies where I can understand why people can hate it, but I can understand why people can like it. Me, like I'm kind of in the middle. Like I do generally enjoy it, I would say. There was a lot I did appreciate. Some things were kind of dumb, but uh it's kind of a, mixed bag for me. Like I don't think it's a bad movie, but if you're marathoning all the movies, I think it's worth one watch. It's not really that bad. So, yeah, Scream 3, not a great movie, not a perfect movie, but not a terrible movie. It's just fine. So, if you want to marathon all the movies, this won't kill you. So, that's my review on Scream 3. So, bye.